Yo, what's going on, guys? So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm using my phone. Let's check out, see how it records. But today we're gonna be working on a my EPYC down here that's on the floor, just like Mr. Panda. Like I still have some stuff that I'm going through from moving in. So the last time I messed with this was like 3 or 4 months ago, and I was having NVMe problems. It would not detect the NVMe at all. So I just want to try to troubleshoot this, see if we could fix it, see if it detects it again, and that might lead me to believe that maybe the EPYC needs to be reseated. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, so I have the rig all set up currently right now. This is a 1500 watt Be Quiet PCIe Gen 5 power supply. I got my Noctua cooler right here. I only put one stick of RAM in here because I'm just testing. Unfortunately, I can't find my VGA cable. It's probably buried somewhere, so I had to pull out the old trusty 750 Ti to get some video out going in this thing. Now, this is the issue here, right? So this is not what's working before. It did not take drives in this particular slot. Now there is a second slot right here, so we could move this over here and see if this will pick up over on this slot. If not, then the only other choice that I would really have would be utilizing a SlimSAS or a PCIe connection right here and using an adapter to an NVMe, which is not really ideal, but is still usable. So let's go ahead, let's flip the bad boy on, and let's see if she turns on. She also needs to get blown out. This was in my garage in Arizona, so really dusty. So hasn't ran for about a half a year. Oh, looks like we have the lights turning on here. I believe this is the BMC lights. You can see right here, this is the BMC. We have the GPU turning on now. So we should be getting a picture pretty soon. All right, guys, we're booted up into the BIOS here. Finally, we had to do some, we had to remove the CMOS battery and reset everything because I think I disabled the video or something. I don't know, something was messed up, so I had to reset the CMOS and all that stuff here. So I do have a keyboard here, so this way we're able to kind of check this out, right? So let's go ahead and let's see if we can't see our actual storage, device here. So let's see here. This one I believe is a SATA. I don't think it's an M.2. Let's see your SATA information. It says no controller present. And then I want to go to, let's see, then we want to go to if there's vendor defined and AMI native support. I remember this. I can't remember if it's supposed to be vendor defined or AMI native support. So we're going to leave it the way that it is. And yeah, see, I have the VGA priority to onboard. That's probably why I was having problems at first. It was not happy with me here. So let's go back, see if we got storage or not. That's the BMC. I don't have it hooked up right now to any type of internet connection. Okay, let's see here. It is not detecting. Okay, so you can see here that now we could switch this to dual boot, and this way we could see all of the boot options, which we're going to see the UEFI boot shell, and then you're going to see the EPYC boot over the network device. So this is an issue. So it did not detect it again. So let's go back here and let's try to, let's go right here. And let's change this from this to this. And we're just gonna leave everything the way else it is. We're gonna see if that does any changes to it. And let's save our changes. And you can see right now we only have EPYC boots available in a shell, which I don't even know. All right, guys, so a little update here. A lot of troubleshooting going on here. Sorry about the flashing light, but it's because it's in, it just stopped. So when that was all flashing, these were the BMC and the port over here was flashing, was because we're doing a firmware update and my AirPods died, which is why you hear my voice maybe a little bit different. So you can see here that we're in the IPMI of the system right now. So I figured I'd try to update the BIOS. So this BIOS version was 2.5, which was from 2 years ago. And then the current one is 2.5 or 2.9, which is from May of this year. So hopefully this will maybe resolve some of our issues we're having inside of this. Now, it will boot from this other drive, but it did not boot from the, from the actual, M.2 slot. So we're going to give that a try again. So I don't know if this is going back into Windows already. We'll have to see. If it is, I'll just do a quick shutdown. Nope, looks like we're right here. And you can see this is the IPMI port right here. Okay, so I'm trying to get into the boot menu here, which will then let me get into the setup. So just to let you guys know, working on servers, this is like extremely tedious. These things are like coal because they're running all these checks when they boot up. So now this is just fresh from the firmware update as well. So it's probably not too happy here. So, so you can see here, it detected that drive. It detected the drive in the PCIe slot. So let's go over to the setup here and let's just see if we got any new options or anything like that inside of our BIOS here. Okay, so now you can see that we're on BIOS version 2.9 of May 28th of 2024. So we're on a much newer version of our BIOS here. So let's go ahead and see there's vendor defined an AMI. So I don't know if maybe the BIOS update will let this read the drive or not. So let's go ahead and I'm going to actually kick this off, and then we're going to go ahead and try and get this drive to be recognized in the actual M.2 slot. All right, guys, boy, lots of hours of troubleshooting, updated the BIOS and the BMC and all this stuff. Have some bad news though. I tried both of these drives in the beginning and neither of them worked. This one's not working 100%, so maybe this drive finally died, maybe in the move or something, but it's no bueno. That drive works now though, so it is on the board and it will boot, and it has Windows on it because this is from a salad rig, but it is registering in our BIOS here, which is pretty cool. So if we go over to our BIOS screen, we will be able to see a boot option for the Windows Boot Manager. So really cool here. We finally got it fixed, and yeah, I can finally start working on this thing. So what are my plans to do with this rig? Well, I think I might try the max voltage strategy here. And my plan is going to be get 2 more 4090s and put them each in, because they're about 3 slots. So you could put one here and then you could put another one there, right? I'm going to run those 2 4090s until I earn enough money to buy more slim SAS connections. And then I want to be able to have 8 4090s on here. So that's my goal. So I need to get the 2 4090s to get on Vast, to get it rented, start, working on verification. And I just want to kind of see if I can build this rig up from the ground up. I'm like very low on memory here, so I will have to upgrade my RAM down the road. And I'm pretty sure that this is a Gen 3 NVMe and not a Gen 4. So we definitely have to invest some money into some hardware. But we have at least a power supply with 2 Gen 5 connections. So this will power 2 4090s and the motherboard. And we need some more RAM, a drive, 4090s to at least get started. So at least we're on our way here. And this was about 2 to 3 hours of troubleshooting, trying to figure out how to get this guy to work. Sometimes with server motherboards, especially these H12s, these things get really finicky and it takes a little while of just tinkering, to get this thing down. I also need to take it out and I need to blow it out. It's starting to look like a Panda rig here. You know what I mean? It's getting pretty dirty. This was in my garage in Arizona, which Arizona is a really dusty state. So, all right, guys. Well, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. And let me know what you guys' thoughts are about this. I was thinking about maybe doing a video on the IPMI and how to troubleshoot that and how to use IPMI, where to get your, how to update the BIOS and the BMC inside of the IPMI. So maybe I'll do another video about that. All right, guys, this is Moneyking giving you the most hashes, and I'll see you next time.